In this week's Know Your Rights segment, Catherine Stone from Injury Florida Law is back to discuss a topic that we probably wouldn't think about during the holidays, and that's reporting a workers' compensation claim. She's here to tell us why we should not wait too long. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy holidays.
I know, right? We were just talking about how busy both of our schedules are. I totally get why people would think, oh, I can just wait until after the holidays.
Right. Don't bury your head in the sand, as we talked about. So what I have found over the years of doing this is there will be a huge uptick in phone calls right after the holidays saying, oh, by the way, I was injured. And my first question is, well, did you file a report of injury with your employer? And you would be surprised with the holidays, either people get busy.
And I get it, I do.
And they go, you know, they're leaving town to go visit family, or you know, they've got family coming into town and they just kind of push it off and they'll say, I'll deal with that after the holidays. Or the other scenario I hear is, well, I was worried to report a claim because I was worried I'd get fired right before Christmas. And so you have to be careful in waiting too long. We've talked many times about there's a 30-day reporting requirement. And, you know, the longer you wait, the more potential you have for affecting your claim in a negative way. And also remember that filing a report of injury and pursuing a workers' comp claim is, if your employer fires you for doing that in particular act, that's retaliatory discharge. And that's a completely separate claim against your employer.
Well, and I'm so glad you brought that up, because I do think people either feel bad about it, they're afraid of coming forward. And I know we've talked a little bit about this before, but it is so important. Talk about why you maybe should put those feelings aside.
Because if you truly have suffered an injury, and you need medical care, or if you're losing time from work because of your condition, you know, workers' comp has a system in place to be able to take care of that. And if you go too long with handling things on your own and not following the rules and procedures, you can have adverse effects on your claim. And by the time you get to me, maybe I can't undo what's already been done. And so it's just so incredibly important to make sure that you be proactive in making sure that you file the report, making sure and also remember, a lot of times clients say, well, I did file a report, but nothing's happened. Workers' comp hasn't gotten back to me. My employer won't give me any information. Or maybe they've already seen the doctor, but they were still waiting on treatment and haven't followed up on it. Remember too, you know, hiring an attorney after you've already opened the claim, it's not like reporting a new claim. You've already got an open and active case. Okay. So if you've already filed the report and you're already in the system, you've already reported the claim. There's no, you know, hiring an attorney means you're filing an additional report. You've already got a claim open.
Okay. This may seem like a silly question. We have about 30 seconds left, but when you say file a claim, who are we doing that with? Is that going to your immediate manager?
Your employer, either your supervisor or your HR department. If you're a smaller employer, the owner, whoever is responsible for preparing the notice of injury. It's a form, and then they need to be responsible for notifying their workers' compensation carrier. Now, sometimes employers won't give you that information. We have a tool to find out that information. Good to know.
Thank you so much again. We hope your holidays go well. You're not too busy either yourself. But if you have questions for Catherine, there is the number, the phone number, and the website too to get a hold of her and her team. But again, we appreciate you so much partnering with us here on The Blend, so you can keep answering our questions like these.